Yeah. Well, it's interesting, man, that you use that word synergy to describe it, because I recently watched Popmaster Fable has a YouTube channel, and he
Oh,
has a little,
that's my mentor. That's my big
you know
brother.
him, right, man? Well, he I don't know if you've seen, he has a little, he must have been a few years old, a little documentary on rocking, and it's in like 7 or 8 parts, and
Yeah,
it's
the
really
Rock Band
just
Storm.
interviews. Is it that? And it's interviews with like Willie Estrada and two other guys that I can't, their names escape me right now.
Papo Enoch.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And
Also Papo Love. He's part of that. Um,
well, Enoch used that exact word of synergy, and he says that they ask him. He says that it's almost impossible to say exactly where it came from, and that it's actually better to think of it as something more along the lines of a synergy that was sort of affecting everyone, more or less, not everyone, but different kinds of people at the same time who were in quite close contact with each other.
Absolutely. It's like, like I was always like in my culture, we're taught that there's everything is part of a creations concept. So there isn't one thing that just creates stuff. It's a contribution of things that create something
Yeah,
that becomes
yeah, yeah.
something. And so like when I saw hip hop and when I was really young, I wasn't really into researching it like how I am as I got older.
Right.
And I definitely took it for granted and just went with it. But eventually, I had to know what I was doing, research, a lot more, and then yeah, it's been a roller coaster, man. Because
I'm
there'll be
really glad to
times,
hear you say that, man. I think a lot of people need to hear that.
well, there's been times where I thought I had all the answers, and then to find out, like I got misled, and
Yeah,
it's not intentional. Sometimes some people just, saying like they do have truth to their story, but it's not the whole truth. It's theirs.
yeah,
And in order for you to get the big picture, you need a contribution of everyone that was there at that same time. Because again, it's not one person, man.
yeah.
That's why, sometimes, man, like I'll watch these videos and like it'll just be one guy talking the whole fucking time. You know what I'm
His
saying?
narrative.
It's like
Yeah.
that guy's not the guy though. You know what I'm saying? Like he was dope. Don't get me wrong, but like that's why I like all Fables videos, because
Mm.
an he's creating he's allowing you a space to
Yeah.
create your own opinion for yourself of what happened and how rocking is. But at the same time, he's putting people that no one has access to out there
Yeah.
on some street shit like those natives wouldn't talk to anyone but him. And
Right.
so we're lucky to have brothers like Fable who are, and I said Mr. Wiggles is another one,
Yeah.
like, and there's a lot of those guys from Rocksteady crew that, they may have, um, their differences now, but they're all genuinely credible sources for
Yes.
us because they have access to the generations that we are bridged. Like there's no bridge there for us for them right now, and that's
Right.
what my crew Ready to Rock. We really base our teachings off of the elders. We don't just try
Yeah.
to make it up. What we do is we research them and go to them face to face and we build in person. And then we take what they give us and we flip it all. We don't do anything like how they did it. We just flip it so that when they see us, they're like, damn, you really flipped that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of them being upset that like, like, yo, you guys are just straight biting our moves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.